The double standard reality. The way society judges cheating reveals one of the harshest relationship double standards. When a man cheats, people often shake their heads and say, "That's just how men are." When a woman cheats, she becomes labeled as disloyal, promiscuous, or broken in some fundamental way. This pattern plays out consistently across social situations, media portrayals, and even relationship advice. Think about how we talk to women who discover their partner's cheating. The questions often sound like, "Are you sure you weren't neglecting him? Or maybe you should work on the relationship." The implicit message? It's somehow her responsibility to fix things. Yet when men discover their partner's infidelity, the advice shifts dramatically to "you can't stay with her," or "she doesn't respect you." The expectation becomes clear. Men should walk away to preserve their dignity. This connects directly to masculine pride, a powerful force that shapes how men respond to being cheated on. For many men, a partner's infidelity feels like a direct attack on their identity and worth. Consider Mark, whose wife's affair left him feeling hollow yet trapped. His friends urged him to leave immediately, while he privately longed to understand what happened and potentially rebuild. His experience mirrors countless others, where pride creates intense pressure that makes forgiveness feel impossible, even when they might genuinely want to save the relationship. When male celebrities are caught cheating, their careers often continue with minimal interruption. The narrative becomes one of temptation and mistake rather than character. When female celebrities cheat, the public reaction typically involves much harsher judgment, questioning their character and trustworthiness on a deeper level. These double standards create real psychological damage. Women often feel trapped in a cycle of forgiveness, believing they should work through a partner's repeated cheating, because that's what society expects. Men feel equally trapped by the pressure to leave, even when their hearts tell them to stay and work things out. Both situations prevent people from making authentic choices based on their unique relationships. Social media amplifies these expectations to deafening levels. Relationship advice accounts often push rigid gender roles, telling women to be more forgiving while telling men to never accept disrespect. Movies and TV shows reinforce these patterns too, rarely showing men who successfully forgive infidelity without being portrayed as weak. What's interesting is how these standards are shifting among younger generations. Research shows that Gen Z and younger millennials are more likely to apply consistent standards to infidelity regardless of gender. They're questioning the traditional narratives and asking why we expect different responses based solely on gender. These expectations create relationship traps that are hard to escape. The woman who feels she must forgive might stay in a relationship where trust is permanently damaged, developing resentment that eventually destroys her emotional health. The man who feels he must leave might end an otherwise loving relationship that could have been repaired, missing the opportunity for growth and deeper connection. Perhaps most damaging is how these standards prevent honest conversations about relationship needs. When we're locked into rigid expectations about how each gender should respond to infidelity, we can't talk openly about what we actually need from our partners. The fear of judgment silences crucial discussions about satisfaction, desires, and boundaries, the very conversations that might prevent cheating in the first place. Understanding gender differences doesn't mean accepting harmful double standards. Instead, it means recognizing that infidelity and forgiveness are complex decisions that shouldn't be dictated by gender expectations. Each relationship deserves to be evaluated on its own terms, with both partners having the freedom to make choices based on their unique situation rather than societal pressure.